Hey guys, welcome back to another kind of video. Today we're finally doing some Fallout 4 mod showcases. I kept saying I would do them, but for some reason I just never did it. Don't know why, but from now on that changes. So make sure you hit that like button down below, and make sure you also click subscribe if you enjoy the content. But as of right now, let's look at some of the newest and best mods that you can add to your Fallout 4 mod list. The first mod up today is a mod called Rebuild All-in-One, the second edition by revolutionize. This mod does exactly what you think it does. It takes us to some of the most destroyed settlements around Fallout 4. I almost keep saying Skyrim for some reason. But after claiming that said settlement, then you can actually start repairing them. And by repairing, I don't mean just adding planks to everything, because any mod can do that. You actually full on repair these settlements. And to do that, you just start interacting with, normally there's a plywood next to something that needs to be repaired, but sometimes it may just be the door to the said building that needs to be repaired. But it doesn't just allow you to fix destroyed buildings, you can also scrap previous things that you couldn't before in vanilla Fallout 4. And when I say scrap everything, I mean you already could do that with the scrap everything mod, but if you are afraid of maybe deleting a building and having to redo 4 hours of work, then this mod is for you. This is an all-in-one and it's pretty small besides needing the rebuilding resources, but every single mod will need that if you want to rebuild. But you can go to the various mod pages combined into this small one just to see what fully this mod does if my showcase wasn't enough for you. The next mod is more like an immersion mod, but it is super simple. This mod is called Enemy Sphere Power Armor by BP42. This mod, like the title suggests, makes it so when you start combat in a power armor, or maybe even before that, enemies may run away in fear. They might not do it immediately, but they will do it before the battle is over. And it kind of makes sense. I don't know about you, but if I seen someone in a mini mech suit running full sprint at me with a minigun yelling, I'd probably try and run also, and cry, or pretend to be dead, one of the three. Like I usually say though, this is one of those mods you install and forget you have, and you just run around and enjoy the chaos. Honestly, I don't expect this video to get many views, but the next mod up is a firearm mod called Sidearm, and the full name is Smith & Wesson 3959 Hush Puppy Commonwealth Weaponry Expansion. As you can see, it was a reason why I didn't want to say the full name, but it is by Degenerate DAC and CSEP. This mod adds a highly customizable 9mm pistol with over 40 new attachments and HD models and textures. I'm not sure if it's fully 4K, but it is HD. And because it uses 9mm ammo, it will need munitions. But honestly, most people have that installed anyway, so that shouldn't be much of an issue for anyone. This weapon can be found, and each location is explained on the mod page, which is something I rarely find on Fallout 4. I usually have to do a scavenger hunt myself. But you can find it in said locations or buy it in Diamond City Market. But the best part is that this is also injected into the level list after your character hits level 5. So you may find it on some random raider. So it's pretty much a free weapon at that point. I almost keep calling them bandits because of Skyrim. My only recommendation, because this weapon is the type you main rather than it just collecting dust in your inventory because it's so strong, you might want to actually make sure you have a lot of ammo because you will run out fast using this. Unfortunately, I do have a slow trigger finger, but I just wanted to show the reload options here because as you can see, this gun fires beautifully and the reload doesn't give me any issues. But moving on to the next mod, this one is a small but very fun quest mod called CSEP Presents the Experiment, or just the Experiment for short, and CSEP stands for Commonwealth Story Expansion Project. And to begin this quest, all you gotta do is go to the new cottage added to Natick Banks. At first it just seems like a small home, until you find the lever, then that's pretty much where everything goes downhill for you. This isn't a super expansive quest mod, but it does have multiple endings, and what's great is that your choice matters here. Each NPC is at odds in and will like nothing more than just kill the other person and just get out of the bunker, which you just happen to get yourself trapped in also. And the important options pretty much start flying at you instantly, and they are pretty much what determines what ending you get right off the bat. And after that is when the horror pretty much starts. Pretty much a bunch of combat and jump scares that actually made me want to pause the game a few times. And if I didn't have God mode on, I would have died so many times, and here I am admitting that I used God mode just for this showcase though. The monsters here are very strong as well, so before you even touch this place, I highly recommend grabbing something very overpowered. Maybe a nuke will do. But maybe that's too weak also. I really tried my best not to put any spoilers into this showcase, but also let you see fully what you'll be getting. I could say if you love a good revenge story and maybe good guns loose kind of story, then this is it. Based on the amount of downloads this already has, I can assume a lot of people agree with me also. But I will say, I did not do the ending yet, so even I don't know how this is going to end. Maybe everyone will die. Maybe you'll get betrayed by the group you were meant to help. But I guess you and I both will just have to play the mod and figure it out. The next mod up is another gun mod, more specifically, a Glock 99. This mod is called Palmetto Weaponry, the Surplus Pistol, by Alexarator. This mod adds a lore-friendly pistol that you can find at the South Boston police station. I feel like he meant for this to be hidden and you just find it while exploring, based on it being hidden in the description, but honestly, if you don't want spoilers, then you probably shouldn't watch this anyway. But this is the unique variant. It will actually start spawning the normal versions in inventories after you hit level 10. And yes, you do need munitions for this one also, because it uses the 40 caliber ammo type. But like I said, that's just pretty much sitting in everyone's mod list at this point. But it's a pretty simple pistol, no 200 attachments, and it's only 91 megabytes. And I assume it's that size because of how photorealistic it looks up close, which is what we need considering Fallout 4 is more of a first person game, while Skyrim is more the third person.
Do you know what that junk has done to my boy?
The next mod up is a power armor mod, which is actually pretty easy to find. This mod is called German Porshet 5 Power Armor by not Dave or Daniel, and it is pretty strong. To first find this power armor, all you have to do is go to Jamaica Plain, which is also right behind Drumlin Diner if you didn't know, and then there will be a bunker door. Once you find it, it leads you to this power armor, so you might want to make sure you bring at least one fusion core. Based on the mod page and clearly the title, this is based on early German inventions for power armor, so maybe it's not the most ethical power armor to wear, but at least it looks cool. This power armor is completely unique. It won't appear in enemy factions, so when you have it, only you will have it. And the protection is kind of high end also, so if that might be a little too overpowered for you, then you could try something else, especially considering the damage resistance is about equal to the X01. So basically, this power armor is just meant to be used as a new alternative in-game power armor. The only thing that was kind of off about this power armor to me was that it was only 32 megabytes to download. Most power armors for mods are kind of half a gigabyte at this point, but I guess there's a first for everything. But moving on to the next mod, which is the automatic rifle by Degenerate Dak. He has really been stepping up his game lately with these new guns, and this one is no different. This mod is a fully automatic LMG based on Fallout New Vegas, which is something I haven't played yet, but it is a rifle based on that. It comes with its own custom models, textures, and also animations, just to help you get into character. Alongside those, it features over 50 new attachments that you can pick and choose from, just to turn this into your own personal weapon. Of course, this is based on late game though, so it will be attainable after level 40, because then it will start appearing on raiders, which means you might die more. Or you can just go and explore and find the unique variants, which is also listed on the mod page. And of course, I usually like to make things easier for you guys, so I show the locations, because sometimes reading is hard, and it's not for everyone, myself included. One is found in the basement of the Shamrock Tap House, which is pretty easy, right? The next one is in the power armor cage at South Boston Checkpoint. This one actually took me a little bit to find because it was kind of like it was blending in. And the last unique variant is in the sunken parking garage in a glowing sea, which I died a few times finding because I forgot to turn on God mode. Alright, that was it for today guys. Let me know how I did on my first Fallout 4 video down below in my comments. If you enjoyed, make sure you hit that like button down below on your way scrolling down to my comments. And maybe subscribe to the channel. But as of right now, I hope you all have a great rest of your day. Peace and love guys.